I want to start this episode with complete honesty. There were moments this past year where I wasn't sure when or if I get back behind this mic. And it's not because I didn't care, because I do. And it's definitely not because I gave up, because I didn't. But it's because life actually forced me to slow down in a way that I could never plan for. I can say a head injury will do that to you because it doesn't just affect your body, it messes with your confidence, your rhythm, and your identity. And for the first time in a long time, I had to choose between pushing through or doing what was actually right for my future. So I decided to step away, not to disappear, but to heal. And I don't quit. So it was also to rebuild. And it wasn't about, drowning out the noise, but more so to come back with purpose. And that's why this episode is called Back on Track. And it's more than a comeback, it's pressing a reset button. And with that being said, what's going on, everybody? My LLs, my Labari listeners, my fellow real estate enthusiasts, and fellow real estate investors. Welcome back to the Labari Real Estate Podcast. If this is your first time here, welcome. Come on in. It's warm on the inside. And if you've been rocking with me for a while, thank you for your patience, for your support, and also for your belief. And I owe you an explanation. And more importantly, I owe you my best. Because 2025 was a year that tested me mentally, physically, and most definitely emotionally. So let's talk about it. So for me, 2025 wasn't loud, it wasn't flashy, and it definitely was not easy. It was a year of recovery. It was a year of humility, a year where I learned that discipline isn't just about pushing harder. It's also about knowing when to pull back so you don't lose yourself entirely. And I made a conscious decision not to force content, not to struggle through episodes just to say I was consistent, not to lower the standard of Lubari real estate just to stay visible. Because mediocre content doesn't help anyone. And in real estate and in life, cutting corners always shows up later. And 2025 was like quiet on the outside anyway, but heavy work was happening internally. So I had to rebuild my focus, recenter my priorities so that I can make sure that when I came back, I wasn't just talking, but I was also aligned with my purpose. And, sometimes the most important progress doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing things right. Now, let's talk about being back on track. Well, being back on track doesn't mean pretending the setback never happened. It means owning it and learning from it and moving forward with clarity. That's why I'm back with intention. I'm back with higher standards, and I'm back with a renewed commitment to the mission of Lubari Real Estate to educate, to lead, and to help others achieve financial freedom through apartment investing without the hype, without the shortcuts, and without false promises. I mean, I never had false promises anyway, but we don't do that over here. And now that we're in 2026, 2026 is about grand goals and real execution. This year is about discipline over motivation. consistency over noise, and long term thinking over short term validation. It's about putting in the work when no one's watching and being ready when opportunity shows up. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. The bar is higher now. The vision is clear. And the work is absolutely non negotiable. And if you're listening to this and you've had to step back, if life forced you to slow down like it did for me, if you felt like you lost momentum, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You're not behind. Okay? You're not. You're rebuilding. And rebuilding done right lasts longer than rushing ever will. And so now it's time for my favorite part of the podcast where we talk about what real estate can do for you. And honestly, I went through a lot of struggles. All right. And I realized that my time and my health are very important. So we really have to take care of ourselves mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and socially as well. I also have been on a 5-month social media fast. So during the time of the head injury was pretty much the only time where I wasn't podcasting. But other than that, I still haven't been on social media until just recently. And I can clearly say that I didn't miss anything. I thought I would come back and there would be so much that I've missed from all my friends and the world in general. But I hop back on my social media and it's literally just a bunch of memes. Or just a bunch of people in my inbox, not really wanting anything serious. I said, wow, this is all just filler. Just short, limiting attention grabbers for the right now. And it made me realize that, I mean, wow, social media, people, if you're not getting paid from it, you're kind of wasting your time living your life on social media. Because one, why are you flexing for people if you're flexing for people who don't care about you? They don't care about like you at all. Like they just see, oh, this person has that, this person has that. But also behind closed doors, they may be struggling, right? But they just want to look good and get validation from other people. And taking time away from that has showed me that that's something that you really don't need. You don't need anyone to tell you how valuable you are. You decide that yourself. That is something internal because as long as you give the key to your happiness to someone else, whether you're getting that from likes or reposts or another person or views, then they will always control your happiness. But you can take your power back and look inside and find out that that's all the validation that you need. You wake up in the morning and you go to the mirror, brush your teeth first though. Brush your teeth and drink some water and look yourself in the eyes and tell you that you love yourself and that you're powerful and that you can do anything that you set your mind to. Because that's real. That's what's really real. You don't need external sources telling you how to feel, telling you how to think, telling you what to buy, telling you what to do. You are a human being, a beautiful human being with a beautiful mind, a beautiful heart, and a beautiful soul. And all you have to do is live your life on your terms. Just as long as you ain't hurting nobody, that's all that matters. Hurting nobody or hurting yourself. Okay? Got to put that out there. It's important. But, I just had to, that message just came out of me. But some of the things that I was able to do was extend my record collection. I got a couple, little gems in there, some Frank Sinatra, some Rick James. And that's just a couple. Oh, some Sade. Oh my God, yeah. That was wonderful. And, some John Coltrane, some Miles Davis, some Eagles, I'm a little eclectic now. I got a little bit of everything in there. Oh, some Fats Domino. Like that one surprised me. And also some Chuck Mangione. Okay, all right. Let me stop. But, it's also good to spend time and enjoy being present in the moment. That's where you really start living, is when you're present in the here and the now. And you're able to have a face-to-face conversation with another person without looking at your phone, without being distracted. And you get to really live the human experience that way instead of being glued to your phone. Just be present, be here right now with the living. And it will improve your social life. It will improve your interactions and your connections and your relationships with people. That's real socializing right there. Not what you see on the media, not what they want to show you. But anyway, I just want to say that I appreciate every single person listening to this episode. There is more value coming, more conversations are coming, and Lubari Real Estate is moving forward with purpose. This is back on track. And this time, we're moving with more intention. With that being said, thank you for tuning in to the Lubari Real Estate Podcast. I love you all and be blessed.